let's get to the next song that actually got me in my feels again this year. Now, guys, brace yourself up because I'm gonna go um on a tangent as well with this song. There's so much to touch on, so many takeaways from this song by Rick Hassani featuring Neyo and Joeboy on this song titled Love and Romance 2. Oh, Rick Hassani. Oh, Rick Hassani. My question, it's like, why hasn't this collaboration happened long before now? This was a record I did not know that I needed. Let's start from the first 20 seconds of this song. My goodness, guys. See, like I mentioned with the Tyler song, there are times when you get on certain chords that reaches your heart, that reaches a part of you that you're like, oh my gosh. I literally replayed this 20 seconds, this first 20 seconds of this song, I don't know how many times. This is such an incredible chord projection here. I know not so many people are going to be talking about this because most people lack the thing to just get it, right? He starts this song with one of the most incredible chord progressions I have heard from a Nigerian artist. And it's like not trying to do too much. Just give me this chords. This got me in my feels, man. I'm not even gonna lie. This whole song got me in my feels. It hit a place in my heart somewhere. I was driving while listening to this song, and my goodness, it was short of having tears fall on my face just listening to how beautifully put together this song was. I imagine the song is so good that it got me in my feels, man. I'm not even gonna pretend to be hard or anything here. I am a sucker for good music. If the song is good, it's like there's nothing you can do. Shout out to my man who says music doesn't need permission to enter your spirit. You know, if it hits you, it hits you. There's absolutely, kind of nothing you can do about it. Shout out to my man Mobad, rest in peace. That song with Chike titled Ego is just incredible. It says music doesn't need permission to enter your spirit. If it does, it does. And there's nothing you can do. And that's kind of like how I feel, how this song kind of hit me. This song, the first 20 seconds, I was like, how it almost impossible for Rick Hassani, Neyo, and Joeboy to go off, like to mess this song off, because these chords are just magical. Let me then go next to the songwriting. I will give it to the three of them. The three of them were in their bag on this one, right? Like you were putting out the message. It's clear with the right, from like texture, of your voice, the way you say, the way three of them kind of locked in. I am like, Joeboy heard probably the two verses from Rick Hassani and Neyo. I was like, no, I need to step up in the way I will deliver, because with the R&B centered songs, the delivery is like 80% of the thing. You might sing about plants and oceans, and you might even sing about phones, paper. But then with R&B, it is how you deliver that can make a difference on an R&B record. And all of them delivered how they were supposed to deliver on a song about love and romance, right? And then let me go to Neyo for a second, because hearing Neyo's verse on this song took me back to when I was like 11, 12. The first time I ever kind of consciously knew that, okay, I could bust a note, I could sing and things like that. I was in a boarding school, part of a choir. And I remember what we're always like in a choir together in a classroom. and we're being taught the different, harmonies, alto, soprano. And I would be in that room. This was the first time I heard the choir sing, everyone singing in their part, and it sounded so magical to me at that age, like 11. I was like, what is this? I've been taught my part, right? And I remember being, put in tenor because I was like, you're a guy, you have to sing tenor, right? And I remember that I've been taught my part, and I'm singing my part. But then I'm looking at others sing theirs along with mine, and it sounds so magical. I remember the first time, and listening to Neyo's verse, it was like the moment he just started to sing, it just shot my memory. Like, it was like I was zapped back to, that 11-year-old boy in that boarding school, in that GSS1 class, and, filled with other students, and we were singing, and the harmonies and the melodies and all, like the harmonies sound really good. That was what happened listening to Neyo on this song. Oh, I was like, this is it. If our artists get it, there is an expertise to this thing. You don't just come in, and with all due respect to Rick Hassani and Joeboy, and I'm sure they feel the same way, that Neyo is another level of songwriter and singer. He's written for some of the biggest artists, in the States, right? And I heard, and the thing is, I was listening to his verse, and I'm like, the thing with songwriting that most people don't get, and this is the part I want to quickly touch on when it comes to songwriting. And people talk about, pen game in this industry. And I've spoken about it on this part before, that most people have zero idea what pen game actually means. It doesn't have to, it almost has nothing to do with the amount of words spoken. It almost has nothing to do with, how you're able to craft the words and how you're able to tell. It almost has nothing to do with that sometimes. Sometimes it is just about a simple message delivered simply. Sometimes that's what I feel like most times that is what a good written song is, just a simple song delivered simply. Basically, that is it. And I've always said, one of the songs that I've always blown my mind is a song by Justin Bieber titled Baby. I heard that song as a young man. I was like, what the heck is this? How is a song this simple, this straight to the point? Baby, 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 oh, baby, 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 thought you will always be mine. And it's one of the biggest songs in the world. And the thing is, whoever you are, you hear that song, you can connect with what he's saying. You get the point. So sometimes it is not about having so many words to say. And Neyo had less words than Joeboy on this. His verse had less words, but then it masterfully delivered. Masterfully delivered. Man, and the thing is, our industry needs to get there. There is no reason why someone like Rick Hassani or even Joeboy is not writing for people, and it's not a big deal. Like, Neyo has written for people that is not even a big deal. I even still saw today that I think an R&B artist in the US, her name is Moni Long, if you know her, one of the new R&B singers as well. Probably she's been doing this for a while. I'm not sure of that. That if someone just put out a tweet saying they didn't know that she wrote one of, Keke Palmer's maybe biggest songs from 2012. Like, it's not a big deal. I hope we get to that point in the Nigerian music industry where, you can reach out to people who actually know how to write songs. And the thing is, it's not about them just giving you the song and you must sing it the way it is. Most times, 9 out of 10, the song that is being delivered to the artists, because the artists are artists as well, they can touch it and deliver and put their own twist on it. Right? They can deliver and give their own twist on it. I've heard Chris Brown talk about it before. He was on an interview and it was like, he uses songwriters and all of that. And the next question he asked was like, well, who can sing it like me?